We recently purchased a 2005 Honda Odyssey EX-L. We've noticed that several of the bulbs on the climate control and other dash area lights are burnt out, which with an unfamiliar vehicle can sometimes make it hard to find what you're looking for in the dark. So we're going to replace them, and I have seen some videos where they show you how to pull this off and gain access to the bulbs in there, but I haven't seen anything yet for this down here or the controls over here. So we're going to cover all of that and briefly go over some of the stuff here too. So I've got a list of tools here that we're going to be using. Basically an assortment of small screwdrivers. To get the bulbs out, you'll probably want one that fits into the little slot on the back of the bulb kind of snug. Other videos show that they just fall out. That has not been the case for me. Also, as other people have suggested, it's best to just buy all the bulbs to replace them, because as I've pulled some of these panels off, I don't know if it was just that the bulb was ready to burn out or the jarring caused it to burn out, but it seems others have had that issue where they go to replace one and another burns out, so you're best off just doing them all at once. So like I say, assortment of flat blade screwdrivers, a short Phillips and a long Phillips would be handy. Here I've got it where you can just plug the one into the other. And then you'll want like a nice little pry bar. This is actually a brake removal tool for drum brakes. Works great for our applications. The wide surface area spreads out the prying force so that you don't damage your interior panels too much. Okay, so another spot that it's useful for is on the door panels here. To get down in the bottom there, you just shove that in there and then pry up, and then you'll just pry along here, and then there's a tab up front too that you'll have to pry up, and then that'll come out if you need it. On my inspection, I thought that these were burnt out, but these are actually painted on and they don't light up. So this one lights up, this lights up, and these do, but not this or this. To gain access to this panel here, I find it's just easier to get inside here with the screwdriver, pry it out, pull it out, let it fall or whatever, and then you'll have access back behind here to, there's this tab right here. You push that with your finger, and then you'll have to pry these with the clips here. And so you got the one clip up there, and then you've got two over here. These two here are a real bugger, so you'll want to get, again, your pry tool, and you want to pry up in the middle between the two. Sneak it in and pry up in the middle between the two. Otherwise you're putting too much force on just the edge here, and it might, snap off. So this was a bugger to get out. So yeah, remove this, and then you have a little easier access to it. So that's how that will come out. And then inside here you've got these little tabs here. Once you disconnect the wires, you can push these tabs top and bottom, and that should allow you to slide that right on out. So we'll do that a little bit later. On the other side here, or to get this lower panel off, you will pull out this tray here. Pull, it comes right on out, and then underneath there will be a screw up over here and over here. I don't know if you can see it with this or not. Those are two Phillips screws. You'll have a Phillips screw here. Once you remove the panel, I'll show you how to do that. There will be one on each side, and then again, when you pull out the cup holder, there's a screw there on each side that need to be removed, and then this whole panel will just pull straight towards the back of the vehicle. And so here I've got the driver's panel off from the other side there. It's got this in here, it'll have this push style clip like you see that whole bumper's on. You just pry the top part out. You can either do it completely out if it comes, and then just pry the other part out, and you'll just pull that forward. There should be a tab down at the bottom that you'll pry out with a screwdriver, and then it'll just come pull back from the firewall. So I'll show you how to do that right away. that out, and then that just comes on right on out. Boom, and then that's off. And there's your other screw. So, all right. For getting this panel off here, there's a little notch here. When you open this upper glove box door, other people have shown this. That's how I found that. Put it in there, pry it up, and then you'll want to pull from the bottom to the top. Now, you want to kind of pull it out from the bottom so that you can get past your air conditioning ducts up here, and then you can get this maneuvered up over the gear shift handle with it in park, but it's a lot easier if you pull it into neutral. Several ways of doing that. You can you know, put your keys in. I'll get to the other side there. Put your key in, turn it to the number 2 or run position, and just put your foot on the brake, pull it down, but then you can't get the keys out unless you're back in the park. So that's kind of annoying. The other thing you can do is take a small screwdriver, pry this little tab out, and then just push the screwdriver down, and then you can pull that, when you push that down, you can pull this out of park. You can also, if this panel is up and off, you can reach in with your finger and do the same. What you're looking for is this little tab right here. You just push that down with your finger, and then you can use your other hand to get it out of park. So, definitely a bunch of different options. Alright, so I'm going to set this up and start removing some of the panels here. Obviously, make sure you have your wheels blocked or your parking brake on when you shift it out of gear. On the back side, we've got some wires. Again, you just push tabs off on the one side, pull them out. this is the little bulb for the gear shift indicator. It's a real bear because it's they've got it routed up through here, and then there's a little tab down right back here that they have it plugged into. You can barely get your fingers in there to rotate it counterclockwise. It'll pull out. Once it's out, I pick it up and out of that little holding tab back there. That'll give you a bit more leeway getting it back in and out. So that's my little tip. This bulb just pulls on out of here. I was not able to find a replacement, aftermarket replacement for this, so I ended up buying the Honda genuine bulb. Dealer wanted 10 bucks for it, and I had to drive 20 miles one way just to get to the nearest dealer. So found one online for 8 bucks, shipped to my door. On the back side here, my hazards are burnt out. Where the indicator is. So you've got these little tabs on top and bottom. You push those down, and then that will should slide right on out. These are the little bulbs that you're looking to replace. This one here you can get at without having to remove, but if you do need to remove it, those gold screws top and bottom. Here's those bulbs that I was talking about before. You put the screwdriver in, turn it, and then hopefully your screwdriver will stick to the bulb, and you can, I wasn't even focused on it, pull it right up and out. Alright, let's try that again and maybe remember to focus on it this time. So, goes in that little slot there. Turn, and then slowly pull up. For these down here, once you have this out, you've got these plugs on here. Let's see, where's... There's supposed to be a little clip on there to push. There it is. Okay, it's going to be on the side here. And they're kind of a bugger, especially if you're trying to do it one-handed. There we go. And then these are just for your power outlets. You just pull on these and they should come off. They are real stiff though. Here's one. There's two. Push down on the tab, and there. Okay, now we're out. To gain access to the bulbs in here, you can see they got 3 of them. The brown ones I believe are for the high and low power indicators. They glow orange, and then the blue one is the ones on mine that are burnt out. You just remove the screw top and bottom, and then you can pull those out and replace the bulbs. There we go. Alright, so that's how you get that out. Oh, yeah. To get this cover off, you gotta, there's a tab over here that you gotta pry off. Pull up. This has got a lot of slop to it, so some of them you can get with your finger, but then there's a third one up there, and then down underneath here there's a fourth one. That one's the real bear to get to. But once you pull that up, it'll give you a little more room, not much, because this wire is actually held to the base below it, so it actually doesn't come out far enough really for you to get a good grip on it. But if you need to try and take that off, that's how you do that. Somebody else has got a better video showing that. So alright, now I'm gonna try replacing some bulbs and get everything back together.